According to a survey, communication breakdowns are the leading cause of divorce for married couples. In fact, over 65% of married couples cite this problem as the key reason for their decision to divorce. It is a worthy goal to work on improving your ability to communicate with your partner, even if they start out with the best intentions. Many married couples nonetheless wind up with marital issues that might have been avoided in the first place. These common misunderstandings in romantic partnerships are simple to slip into, but if you're not cautious, they have the potential to sever the bond between you and your partner. But communication problems aren't a problem in romantic relationships only. They're also a problem in our daily lives, where they often cause arguments and disagreements. It's possible that we don't express exactly what we mean, or that we misunderstand what someone else has said. Regardless of the nature of the mistake, we may all benefit in improving our communication abilities by first acknowledging and then learning from the errors we've made in the past. Welcome to Relentless Man. Miscommunication has caused wars, human tragedies, and countless breakdowns of relationships that could have been diverted by common communication mistakes. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Please share our channel and look out for our up-and-coming videos. In this video, Relentless Man is going to show you how men make communication mistakes and how we can avoid these mistakes. Learn to communicate properly and your life will be easier and happier. You may be making these mistakes and you don't even realize the damage that you are doing to others and especially yourself. So, what are the most common communication mistakes? Number 10. Not accepting repair attempts. Attempting to show or receive love during a disagreement may seem strange, but relationship experts suggest that you should try to provide and accept repair efforts. If communication is going badly and someone tries to lighten the atmosphere with flirting or fun, don't become angrier presuming the person isn't talking to you seriously. Instead, use the opportunity to calm and compose yourself and the other person, and try conversing again in a more connected manner. It may feel daunting to attempt to make a joke or grin during a fight, but it's a really healthy way to express your affection. Very few communication errors are ultimately irreparable. Saying, "I'm sorry and I'll try to do better" with sincerity is always the easiest and most straightforward method to begin healing a relationship that has been damaged by poor communication. The real trick is to keep your word and actually try to do better. The reality is that we all make errors. Every couple will make several mistakes. As long as a couple learns to communicate concerns constructively, forgive quickly, and grow from their mistakes, their relationship will continue to flourish. Therefore, even if you have embarked on a road of sabotage, it is very possible to get back on course if you are prepared to admit your error and make the necessary adjustments. Number 9. Not listening. It may seem obvious, but you need to pay attention to your partner, even if they irritate you. All too often, discussions devolve into a competition to see who can win, as opposing to understanding the issue and solving or managing the problem as a team. Occasionally, people are so ready to defend themselves that they never listen to the topic at hand. If partners took the time to listen and try to understand the other person's perspective, they would be better equipped to solve or manage any problems that arise together. Allow yourself to experience anger or sadness, but also concentrate on your listening skills. Not doing so is a surefire way to destroy your relationship with the other person. Number 8. Showing disinterest in their goals and ideas. Your relationship can deteriorate if you are unable to express your support for your partner and their views. One damaging action that many people engage in is displaying disrespect for the other person and their opinions. They degrade them, they put them down, they disregard the opinion and emotions of the other person, and over time, this will be detrimental to a relationship. Maintain contact with the aspect of your partner's dreams that connects to why you fell in love with them in the first place, even if their aspirations seem somewhat unattainable. And if their opinions make it clear that you two are not a good fit, that's great too. It's preferable to leave than to remain and put them down. Number 7. Small issues become big issues. If you have a pet peeve or anything in the relationship is upsetting you, it is imperative that you bring it up as soon as possible. Next time you have an issue with them missing date night or not texting you back for hours, bring it up after you've had some time to delve deep inside yourself and decide why it's bothering you. Perhaps you've been hurt in a past relationship. Perhaps you feel as if you are being placed second. Bringing up broader subjects can aid your partner in understanding and connecting with you on a more profound level. Additionally, it will help you prevent future issues such as yelling bouts and the silent treatment. Number 6. Assumptions, the relationship killer. It's normal to expect particular behavior from a loved one, but generating assumptions and then sharing them may be quite harmful. Assumptions are fatal to all relationships. In a relationship, it is essential to recognize that your relationship norms or expectations are not universal and must be expressed to your partner. It may enable each partner to get what he or she wants or requires from that relationship, and it can result in an extraordinarily rewarding and gratifying partnership. This requires discussing relationship limits and expectations before they even become problematic. If anything has previously been addressed, you won't need to assume anything. Number 5. Don't tell them how they should feel. Even if you believe that your spouse is behaving or responding improperly, you must never tell them how they should feel. You would not want the same to be done to you. Any speech that invalidates your partner's emotions is completely ineffectual. People's opinions of what occurred or did not occur, as well as their motivations, are contested. But it is never contested how acts or lack thereof affects a person's feelings. A relationship in which a dismissing partner's emotions is a persistent tendency is manipulative and possibly emotionally abusive. Don't make remarks of this kind, even when you're at your angriest. In this manner, things may at least remain less hostile and more kind. Number 4. Not communicating your needs. When you are in a relationship, your partner cannot read your thoughts. This implies that not communicating your needs might be a huge obstacle to a good relationship. When it comes to what you want from a relationship, there are several instances in which you may not want to be totally honest or even hypocritical. However, this may lead to considerable confusion in your relationship. Suppose you don't want to have sex until you're in a serious relationship. If you don't tell your partner this when they ask what you're looking for, they may put you under a lot of pressure. This kind of awkward circumstance may arise at any stage of a relationship if you don't communicate your wants. It is impossible to be on the same page if you are dishonest. Number 3. Never speak in absolutes. This particular communication problem is one of the most often cited by professionals. Never use the phrase such as "you always," "you never" with your companion. Never use superlatives in your speech. Rarely is anything totally accurate, and it is hard to hold a conversation when someone feels attacked. Even when outraged, you may prevent this by using I words and clear examples. Concentrate on the emotions you're experiencing rather than the perceived transgressions of your partner. You can remark, "You never help me around the home," or "You're constantly giving me orders." Instead say, "I feel alone with all the household chores. I'd much like it if we felt like partners in completing tasks." By ensuring that no one feels attacked, you may prevent ruining your connection. Number 2. The silent treatment. Relationship specialists have urged people to be aware of how deadly the silent treatment actually is. Despite the fact that it may seem clear in an adult relationship that you should not use the same communication tactics as a third-grade friendship, it may seem like a good idea at the moment to withdraw from a conversation and cease interacting with your spouse, whether to punish them or to just escape. According to research, this treatment is barely helpful and has harmful effects on the relationship. Therefore, communicate with your partner, even when it's difficult. To prevent significant problems in the future, it's worthwhile to take the necessary precautions now. Your number 1 should be the most obvious, but we did it anyway. Number 1. Screaming and shouting. If you're in a long-term relationship with someone, you'll likely wind up raising your voice sometimes. However, if this becomes a pattern between the two of you, you may cause more issues than you can fix. According to a relationship expert, the number of individuals who believe shouting is an effective form of communication is about 100%, while the percentage of people who have never changed as a result of being shouted at is 0%. During an argument, screaming and shouting are ineffective and simply serve to elicit an even greater emotional response from both parties. By yelling at your partner, they will become more protective. Therefore, turn the tables for a peaceful conversation. If you're always shouting, you're likely not communicating very well. You perceive it as you do. Someone else sees things differently. Who is right? It depends on who you ask, right? Occasionally, there is no objective reality. It all depends on how one perceives it. Remember that. Empathy and recognizing that the other person's experience is very genuine to them are essential for fostering healthy relationships. Effective communication requires work. Like an athlete, you must practice if you want to be proficient in your skill. Communicating with caution can prevent misunderstandings and maybe hurt after an argument has subsided. Communication is essential in all relationships, whether with family, friends, co-workers, or your significant other. Be conscious of the words you speak. Thank you for watching Relentless Man. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Please share our channel and look out for our up and coming videos. Until next time, guys.